Hey, Patrick. I hate to kind of start things off on this note, but today was a record 25th straight loss in Big East play. The Reed earlier today put out a statement saying it's imperative to get the program back on track. Has he expressed those concerns with you? And are you concerned about your future at the helm of this program?
Hey, look, I'm here to talk about the game. My future is my future. I'm here to I'll be the head coach at Georgetown until, the president or the board decide for me to move on. But until that time, a friend of mine sent me a quote today. It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up. We got knocked down, so all we're going to do is keep on getting up.
How do you get this program back on track?
Oh, first of all, we got to get back healthy. We get back healthy, and then we see what happens after that. You're welcome.
Coach, you talked about getting healthy. I think you were down 4 at the under 16 timeout, and then Brandon hurt his shoulder and had to go to the locker room. And I think Villanova went on a 15-5 run. Do you think that was the turning point? And do you know how Brandon's shoulder is doing?
Still we're not sure what the deal is with his shoulder. He's going to continue to get medical the doctors have to continue to look at it. So both him and Bryson went out. So once those two went out, it was tough. It was a tough uphill battle. But the guys didn't quit. They kept fighting, kept getting up.
Coach, talk about I guess in the beginning of the first half, the second half, late in the first half, they started getting some open shots. 2, 3 passes, 4 passes. You guys didn't stick with them. Is this again an instance of guys just losing their man off ball?
No, I didn't think we lost our man. We tried to dig on the post up. They made good passes. We a couple of times we dug off the wrong person, but they made us pay.
Riley was a good spot for you today. Talk about that.
I thought he came in and gave us a spark. He hustled. He got a few rebounds. He made a few plays. The guys that are coming off the bench, they're gonna have to give us a lift until these guys get back.
Coach, Primo struggled quite a bit tonight. Did you think at some time during the game that he was almost pressing a bit?
Well, I'm not going to say he pressed a bit, but especially when he was the only one out there that from the starting group other than Q, they keyed on him. They doubled him a few times. They weren't leaving him. They were going to make everything hard. I kept hearing them yelling, "Take away the pull up, take away the pull up." So Primo is a very good pull up jump shooter. So they wanted to make sure that they took that away from him.
And I know you've already answered about Jordan coming off the bench, but I know Denver was 0 for 5 from the floor. But other than that, did you think that you've seen progress in him where you can have confidence and trust to give him some major minutes?
Well, he's going to have to play now until Brandon comes back. So, I thought that he got good looks. They just didn't go in. We just have to continue to work and continue to build and continue to, hopefully get a win here and there.
Patrick, I know we talked last time. This is, covered a couple different teams and players. How disappointing is it though now that Georgetown is associated with this streak?
Well, you keep asking me about this streak every time I sit down here. I'm gonna still say the same thing. Say the same thing I told him over there. It's not how many times you get knocked down; it's how many times you get up. It's all about getting up. There's gonna be streaks in every sport. I'm a very proudful person, and Georgetown is a very proudful university. We don't want to be associated with a losing streak, but it is what it is. All we can do is just continue to get up, continue to fight.
What's been the hardest part for you as a coach, and what do you think's been the hardest part for the players? I mean, we see you guys just here, but it's something that's just just around the program. Like, what's been the hardest part?
The hardest part, I guess, is hearing you coming to ask me the same questions every day.
I'll come up with some different questions, I swear.
But there's nothing against you. It is what it is.
I know.
But the guys are still fighting. They're still competing. Our game against Butler, that was it. That is what it was. We didn't come in prepared well enough to get that win. Today We were in position. Guys got hurt, but they were able to take it. Even they got one guy that hurt, but they were able to take advantage of our injuries and our mistakes and was able to get a win.
And then I asked you if Ryan was healthy. You said he was, and he did play today. What does he need to do to play more?
That's between Ryan and I. You know, Ryan, he and I we've already talked what he needs to do.
Is he a possible redshirt candidate?
He can't redshirt anymore. Once you play in a game, you can't be redshirted unless it's injury.
Okay.
Patrick, coming out of halftime defensively, what kind of things do they do? I think you guys missed 12 of your first 14 shots coming out of the break. Was it something?
I'm sorry.
Was something slipping through the cracks offensively?
I don't think something slipped through the cracks. I thought that we just missed shots. You know, we missed shots. You know, we missed some of them were tough shots, but we just missed shots.
And then trying to contain Daniels. You know, even he had 20 points. He had 6 threes. It felt like, especially the last couple of them, were at the least opportune moments for you guys.
Yeah, a couple of times we dug off of him when we weren't supposed to, and it gave him a couple of wide open threes. I thought for the most part we made him he fought for everything that he got, except for those wide open ones. And then a couple of times on the pick and roll, we went under the pick and roll, and he was able to raise up and make those shots. Thank you.
Thank you.